Welcome or welcome back to the 8th concession. My name is Natalie. Well, can you believe 4 days ago everything was green? Now Mother Nature has decided to bring out her winter duvet and everything is white with snow. We had a couple of decent snowfalls and I think it's supposed to snow again tomorrow. So there, it's winter. So today we have to do an important chore around the homestead here, and that has to do with our chickens. Now, the ladies don't like the winter too much, but they put up with it. But the one problem we have, and anyone who lives in a colder zone, colder climate, knows that in the winter you have to keep their water thawed. So you can buy chicken waterers with a heated base on it. But they are so expensive. Around here, I looked at them. And first of all, they're plastic, which I'm not a fan of plastic to begin with, but plastic waterers just seem to crack after a little while. Like, they don't last. The plastic waterer with the heated base was $80 plus tax is over $90. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. So we here on the 8th concession have come up with a better system, a budget-friendly system. We make our own water heaters. Now, we typically switch to metal waterers in the winter because, again, we found one year that the plastic, it just, as soon as the temperatures got really cold, the plastic cracked. So we use metal in the winter because it doesn't crack from the temperatures, and because the metal heater that we're going to build today is on a metal tin, and the metal of the waterer really absorbs that heat much easier than plastic, so it works better with a metal waterer. So we've got metal waterers, but those of you who've been following along know that we had a bit of a tactical error with our chickens by ordering some and still keeping the old ladies, so we now have 2 coops. So even though we've had a metal waterer for a long time and it's worked perfectly well, and it's one that Craig made, we need a second one. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to show you how easy it is to do and how inexpensive, because the components, I'm going to actually put the actual price on the screen. I have to just check the receipts. I believe is between $10 or $15 for a waterer, and the other one that we've made is now 7 years old and works like a charm. So that to me is a more reasonable amount to keep our water thawed through the winter for the ladies. So let me show you what it looks like. And so this is our budget-friendly version of a water heater. You can see, I've opened it up, I'll show you inside. It's really very simple. And it uses an incandescent light bulb to heat up the metal tin. And our metal waterer sits on top of this, and that has kept our chickens' water thawed even in the coldest temperatures. Even when it's minus 25, it manages to keep their water thawed. So it's very simple, it's very budget friendly, and so this is what you need. Obviously a metal tin, and this time of year at the dollar store they have lots of metal tins. I think they're cookie tins. So you just want to make sure that it is deep enough to fit a light bulb on its side. Then we have a lamp cord. You want a cord that's not finished on both ends. You need this. You need this this end here that you can wire into the light bulb. Actually, you're going to wire it into the socket. You need a lamp socket like this one. You're going to need a little package of lamp hardware, but you're actually only going to use 4 pieces. Those 4 pieces. Then you need a drill with a bit that will make a hole that will fit this. You need some incandescent light bulbs. You can't use the LED light bulbs for this because they don't give off any heat, which is, you know, what's great about them for Christmas tree lights or whatever, but it's not great for this. We want the heat. And I managed to find some incandescent bulbs at the dollar store. 60 watt or 100 watt, if you can find them. And some of them come frosted, but clear is best for allowing the heat to transfer. And then just a little bit of tin foil. You'll notice that the socket has a silver screw and a brass screw. Sorry for the blurriness. Craig forgot to focus. Now on the plug, you know that one prong is wider than the other one. What you want to do is follow the side of the wire from the wide prong, and that's the side you will attach to the silver screw. And then obviously the narrower prong, the wire that goes to the narrower prong, you attach to the brass screw. Craig is just marking the one that goes to the wide prong with a bit of electrical tape so he can tell them apart once he pushes it through the tube. So there you go, it's all done. Now, we have it set up so that this switch is always on and we can actually control it by the switch on the cord. That way we don't have to keep opening and closing the lid of this. Now our older one doesn't have that switch on the cord, but that's okay. It is also always turned on so that it works as soon as it's plugged in. And to turn it off, we just unplug it, which we prefer to do overnight anyway. With the Coop, we don't want to take chance with fire or anything. So the temperatures are hovering around the freezing point most days and certainly going down overnight. So it's time to get our heaters in the coops. There you go. For just over $20, we have a new heater to keep our water thawed for the ladies through the winter. That's a heck of a savings over a new $90 heated waterer. Hope you give it a try. Bye for now.